Hey, my name is Mike Panichi, and I just uncovered a clutch of eggs, hopefully fertile eggs, from my Solomon Island leaf frog tank, my adult tank. Um, Last year I did the tanks with cypress mulch and fake, no, not fake plants, real plants and some fake plants. But this year I decided to do, one of these bio, maybe vivarium type things, not a full vivarium, but soil with the drainage and all that stuff. And if clutches stayed buried, they stayed buried. But if I did see them, I want to remove them anyway. So this particular hole, I stated in my last video a few minutes ago that um, you know the male had been calling heavy duty for the last 2 nights, and my second year with these guys, breeding them, I've learned that when they call heavy like that, they're going to be fertile eggs in the tank, or eggs laid at least. And you could hear the difference. They'll call heavy duty, and then just stop for a night, and then you won't hear it. They'll call a little bit, but you won't hear it like it was. And in this case, I saw the male in this depression, and when I came back in early this morning, the depression was filled up. So I knew there was a good chance that there were going to be some eggs in there. So I've uncovered it with this little spoon. It's just a plastic, plastic plastic spoon that you get, 35 in a package or whatever. Actually, I stole it from my wife, and I'm gonna take them out and put them in this little, little black Chinese food container filled with sphagnum moss. That's all I do. And I cover it up, mark the date, and this is I get it by the big bale. I'm lucky. But long before when I used to breed geckos and stuff, and you get the small little bales, and even that lasts a while. So listen, I don't do it. There's no fancy trick to this. I've learned. It's tough to hold a flashlight and do it. See if I can set something up like this. There you go. Basically, I go in there with my fingers, and that's it. I take them over to the thing, and I spread them out, and I just kind of drop them in with no, I don't need to have them look like chicken eggs or colubrid eggs, when you get them before they stick together, when you line them up like soldiers. With these guys, I think it doesn't really matter. I count them to get an idea, I think that's right around 5, 6. And that's what I do, and I'll count however there are in there. There's probably 30 in there. And once they start laying 30, they're going to continue to lay 30 or so. I'll finish taking them all out, and you'll see at the bottom of the depression it'll be smooth. And that's it. And I know in another 10 or 15 days there'll be another clutch for that female, whatever. I only have 2 in there, but whichever female it was. And I'll be able to tell by looking at them in a little while. They'll be ready to go again in another few days. And I take it and I just mark the top of the tank. And that's just so I could first glance it. All right, and I know now by looking, I expect a clutch, somewhere, December, December 30th, 31st. So there could even be a clutch in there that's missing, that's not recovered. It's entirely possible. But I like to have it up in there just for first glance, and then I also mark it in a log that I have. And I put them in the incubator, and that's it. And I leave them there at 79, 80 degrees for about 29, 30 days, and they hatch out. So once again, my name is Mike Panichi, and I'm working with these Solomon Island leaf frogs. It's my second year breeding them. I did very well last year. I produced, 300, 400, awesome babies. They were so cool. And I raised them up, and these are mine. So pretty proud of that. These are pretty good. This was the first time I broke from colubrids, or snakes, I should say, not colubrids. I've bred a lot of different snakes, but other than some geckos, this is the first time I stepped outside the box a little bit. I know these aren't difficult. Certainly, I'm not. I'm not trying to. I can see him back there. She is. I'm not trying to say that, but this is a good starter frog in my opinion, because they were easy to breed. I mean, and you don't have to deal with tadpoles, so say what you want to say. I call that easy. You know, basic care is basic care. No matter what you have, you should be researching it and getting the right setup anyway. I mean, or you shouldn't be doing this stuff. But, you know, as far as this is concerned, in my book, it's easy once you have the basic care set up. Anyway, my name is Mike Panichi. I work with the Solomon Island leaf frogs, and I hope you enjoyed these videos. Hopefully, I'm giving you some information that you could, you know, maybe use if you starting to keep these guys, or you know, want to breed them. You know, hopefully it's helpful. Take care.